Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, 1/35th scale modeler. My name's Dean. In this video I'm going to be looking at scale accessories that can bring your models to life. Everyone gets excited about tiger tanks, Shermans, half tracks, and rightly so. Here's the thing though, I think adding a few accessory sets can make a much bigger difference than we often realise. But why? Well, adding accessories, we can give our models a sense of place, a few scattered tools, a workbench, mechanic working in the background, say repairing a damaged vehicle. The whole model is then telling a story. So in this video I'm going to be looking at these three kits that can help transform almost any military vehicle or diorama into something that feels authentic. I'm starting with these because they're probably the easiest way to improve any build. One thing every vehicle had in common during the war was they all needed maintenance, and no matter how reliable that vehicle was, crews were constantly repairing, adjusting and servicing them. And even when you look at historical photos, you can see crew members all over the vehicles and in and out and underneath working on them. And that's exactly what I think these kits can help create. So let's look at this MiniArt set first. So this is a 1/35th scale, building accessories, it's unassembled, PE parts are included. It's kit number 35603. Side of the box art, it also shows they're providing some sort of jerry cans and fuel drums. On this side of the box here you can see another picture of the box art and confirmation of the number 35603. This just gives you a few bit of information in Ukrainian, Russian and English. It just confirms it's unassembled plastic. That's just same on the set. On the back, what we have is all the colour call outs. So you've got the paints that are needed here, and then all the parts inside the box that we paint and how they look. So let's have a quick look inside. There is an instruction sheet here, and it's got a sprue call out, which I think is helpful because all these parts are quite small, and if you're trying to line them up with what's on the back of this box here, I think that's essential. And it's calling out, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues and photo etch parts, and it just shows how they all go together, which I think is pretty straightforward, and I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. So, parts themselves. We've even got some clear parts here. I wasn't expecting that. As expected, this is a 1/35 scale kit, so the parts are going to be very small. But you can see here. You've got a pair of pliers, some sort of wrench. This is the toolbox that's got to be put together, pliers, lots of interesting pieces in here. And in terms of cleanup, I think it's going to be quite minimal. I think if you remove this carefully and give it a light brush where needed, I think that's all it's going to need. Because they are quite small, it's not going to really create too much of a problem. In this particular sprue, you've got like a shovel, pry bar, axe, pickaxe head, pickaxe handle, and some other bits and pieces that are very small, but will add a lot of interest and make the vehicle or the model pop. Again, here got quite big shovels, pry bars, heavy blow hammer, sledgehammer, and another pickaxe. Really nice quality detail there. This one here looks like some kind of ash shovel, some sort of oil can or watering can. This looks like the top of the storm hurricane lamp. Some more like tools there, but again, good detail. Quite enjoyable to paint, I would imagine, as well. Lots of it. If you like doing your painting and that, this would be right up your street. This looks like a fire extinguisher, potentially. I don't know, probably is. Some spanners, heavy blow hammer. That's the top of the extinguisher there. Some quite big wrenches, big pipe wrench there. But again, the detail's excellent. And on the last sprue, got an anvil, more tools here, a selection of hammers, G-clamp, another watering can or oil can, spray gun. So lots and lots of interest to be had there. And then if you look at the PE parts, you can see amazing detail. Saws, spanners, just lots of little spanners again, lots of interest, so really excellent. And these are the clear parts. I don't really want to get them out. That's the MiniArt tool set. And here's the this is the field tool shop kit from Italeri, model number 419, 1/35 scale. Here's the box art here. You can see you got like a compressor, ladders, some kind of lifting jig, loads of acetylene and some other tools here. Side of the box just confirming it's box art and it's kit number. The repeat on this side, the repeat on this side, and a repeat on that side, so nothing spectacular. And on the back of the box you can see that how all the bits and pieces inside this kit will go together with a painting scheme, which suggests to me that there isn't any instructions in there. Yeah, that's it, correct, no instructions. So this kit looks a bit more substantial in terms of its size because of what it's providing. So you've got, these are the hoist jigs that you've got here. This is the compressor going together, and that's how it's being compressed, wheels and the like. Shovel, some sort of oil can. That looks like oh, just broke that off, brilliant. Pipe cutters, heavy bar with the hoist on there. But again, the moulding on this is really good. Cleanup's going to be minimal, like when you remove, say, the shovel, for instance, you're just going to need to clean up that part of the handle there. Ejector pin marks are minimal, but if visible, will be hidden. That's a bucket pail there, handle, small shovel. Yep, that's a jack by the looks of it. Really nice, really nice. This is the workbench, table legs, ladder, some jerry cans, some acetylene cans here, big ox acetylene here, some wheels that will probably go onto this carrier here. But again, you know, you can scatter these in and around the area that they're working in. You can place the jack there underneath a vehicle, and it just can actually make it look like the people working on this maybe just walks away for a moment. But these two kits are amazing. And here we have the MiniArt 1/35 scale 2 Mercus kit. This is an absolute gem in my opinion. It really adds life to any scene. So you've got the two craftsmen working here. It looks like you've got a detailed bench. There's grinding equipment, workshop machinery, tool storage underneath, toolbox, lots of accessories. It really helps create that workshop feel. These are some other pieces in this particular series. These ones show like the workman with acetylene. These are some other vehicle, say mechanics underneath or cleaning. Side of the box art here shows what's on the box art cover there. Kit number's 38048. You've got a couple of different languages here, and it just basically confirms it's an unassembled kit. 1/35 scale, 2 figures, tools, paints and glues not included. It's just a combination of what's on the box art there. And again, on the back of the box, it just shows the paint scheme, toolbox, workbench, vise, grinding tool, another toolbox, some kind of pillar drill, and the two figures working there with the paint scheme. So again, with this one there'll be no instructions. So this will be the figures here, one of the figures here. So you've got the head and body, legs and the arms. Really crisp moulding, actually, really nice. In terms of clean up, I mean, I can't really see any, to be honest. I mean, you'll need to do the clean up when you remove the pins and that. They've done it so that the ejector pins push out. So rather than have coming in contact with the body, they're actually pushing out on these pegs, which I think is quite a good idea. But you know, the detail here is excellent. You know, you've got good facial expression there, really have. You know, looks quite happy in his work. The other person here, again, well, looks good. Might be a little bit of clean up just around the edge here. You can see it just around the edge there, but very minimal. But again, they've used these pegs as the ejector pins. Good detail on the clothing and the arms. There's the hand holding something that he's grinding, I think. Nice moulding. On this particular sprue, you've got toolbox, pliers, screwdriver, more pliers, wrench. Looks like a small hammer. Looks like a tie bar. These are the sides of the boxes, I think. Really nice. You know, the detail on the edges in here is excellent. A little bit of dry brushing just to bring those up once they're painted and make them look great. That's where the box is open. But yeah, again, really nice. In terms of clean-up, very minimal. There might be some clean-up required here, potentially, on the edges there, but nothing major. And again, this looks really good. This part of the pillar drill there. These look like the grinding wheels, part of the vise. But again, really, really nice. And this is the workbench. A little bit of stress, heat stress here, I think, from when it was ejected, but the pins again. So no real marks on the actual plastic itself. Detail is nice. Drawers, sides, top, bottom, top. That'll clean up really well. And then the PE. Just wonder if this is going to be a repeat. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. So spanners, open spanners. These look like leaves too. Some sort of handles. But yeah, all fine. Really nice. Bit of PE there. So excellent. Really is excellent detail. So here we have all three kits, the MiniArt tools and the Italeri kit and the tool makers, obviously. And these could be mechanics working on a damaged vehicle in a field workshop or a depot preparing vehicles. But ultimately, I just think these will be really useful to add life to your vehicle. You know, tank, you know, half track, whatever you want. I think it's just really is sort of like nice just to have these little bits and pieces there. So if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.